7 on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And give him credit, he deserves it. But this is such a breakdown defensively, my goodness. From a pass rush perspective, you know that they got to be coming hard on 4th down trying to get to the quarterback. But from a coverage perspective, how do you not see that play developing? And it turns into a touchdown.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes the score 7-0. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it.
Let's go.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a give, running left is Harris. There's the stiff arm. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Oh, that's a very good run there by Najee Harris, who can take it inside. He can get to the perimeter. He can do it all with his build and his speed. This is a guy coming out of Alabama who did everything for the Crimson Tide. That's why.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alexander Johnson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here's Presley Harvin now. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos. Fielded at the 43. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well. Yeah, baby.
Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Bridgewater's throw taken in by Sutton. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Noah Fant with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good, and it's now 21-0. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every...
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Bradley Chubb. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Roethlisberger. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And returning it, here's Hamler. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Melvin Gordon leading Denver's offense back out. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The 71 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point from McManus is good. And the rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Getting set to go again, Ben Roethlisberger heading back out there. The second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. Ben's throw complete there to Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Short little throw to Ebron. 3 yards the gain there, second down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And they get to him with a pressure. Roethlisberger goes down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
It's just me and you. It's just
on the give, this is Harris. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. The Broncos say they have it. They do. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become... And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Hamler now on the return. And he'll be out right at the 35. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Melvin Gordon now, he and the offense, they trot back out there. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. He's got him in, complete, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton as the first half is winding down, and the Broncos will extend their lead here just before halftime. McManus's point after is good, and a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we come upon halftime with a bit. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon